Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. But you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
Welcome back. Nice to see you. I'm gonna be playing some Hogwarts again, so I hope it's gonna be interesting. I haven't been playing for quite some time, just doing stuff, New Year's Eve, Christmas, everything. So, wish you an awesome new year and a great start. But we're here for the games, so let's go. So I think before I left, I fed all the animals, all the creatures, magic beasts. Let's do some side quests.
Polyjuice potion wants keeping away from today's young, I'd say.
It's not like her to forget.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What was your grand sending you?
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howen for the measles.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in plimpies.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realised that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
How do you track a dragon's flight?
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right, I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
Sounds simple enough.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
Why not keep the egg?
I don't suppose you've thought about keeping it, have you?
No, it belongs to her. Keeping it will make me just as bad as the poachers.
Where are we taking the egg?
If you're right about finding her here, how do we go about returning the egg?
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping guard over. It might also be more charred than anywhere else, I imagine.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more...
Revelio.
Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are.
Oh, come on.
There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
Revelio.
I don't remember if I had a backpack or something like a storage place.
Revelio.
Or if I just had to sell them. I think I sold them all.
Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it's... At least until we've done what we can.
Revelio.
Some wolves.
Defendo. Confringo.
I wonder how many they brought to capture her. At least 10 usually.
Glacius.
Flipendo.
How do I transfigure again?
I wouldn't teleguise.
I don't remember. Transfiguration. Oh, I guess.
Revelio.
Where are you, Smithy? Thought you were joining us in Borneo. I know you have your hopes about the fighting ring, but the true galleons are in Acromentulas. You wouldn't believe how much Violet and I made a few days ago. Not to mention, Borneo's not half bad to look at. Anyway, we'll be moving on soon. Egypt, perhaps. It's such a relief not to be weighed down anymore. See you soon, Angus.
How charming. They keep in touch with each other.
Ooh. Unidentified legendary item.
There she is again.
She's breathtaking.
No, you're breathtaking. Reparo.
From a distance.
Fantastic.
Revelio.
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon.
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us. Watch your step.
Are we going to have to fight the dragon?
Pity. She must have been starved to pick off a graphorn.
Or just raring for a fight. Revelio.
Cutscene?
What was that?
Oops.
Wait here. I'll run ahead.
Whenever you're ready, over here!
I'll draw her attention. Follow when it's safe. Revelio.
Sorry, dragon. I don't think it's anything important.
Watch out! It's her domain. She'll make sure we know it. Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
She isn't making it easy.
Not a
Revelio.
warm welcome.
It's a little too warm if you ask me.
How do I get up there? What?
I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that. Get to that opening below her!
Revelio.
Leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
There's the nest. We're almost there.
Gonna be some spiders here? Nope.
Why is every bridge here broken?
Reparo.
Good question.
Now, if we just return her egg, we'll make it out without too much fuss. That was brilliant. And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it. And we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Horndale Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless
what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl.
Are they going after someone? The dragon?
How could I have been so blind?
I don't know.
Tips in the hat, if you please.
Hasn't been anyone.
Protego!
That was useless. How do I... No.
The castle must have been quite stately in its time.
B. What a weird... So I need to transform him and then launch him.
Shall we finish what we started?
Depulso!
Okay.
Defender! Protego! Revelio!
There's one more. Are you a citizen?
Oh, my sincerest gratitude, you brave soul.
I have a lot of purple stuff, but I don't know. I don't care.
Thank you for all that you've done for us. Thank you for passing through.
Griffins.
Revelio.
Let's wait.
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
I finally realized what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
Silent as a grave. Revelio.
Let's see.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Ranrock's loyalists are out for blood.
You haven't had mushroom stew like what my mother used to make it. Like
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through, or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose.
Perhaps we can find an alternate route up ahead.
Sneaking around has its appeal.
I could deal with them, all of them, because they're underleveled, but let's try to be sneaky. And this spell is pretty good. You don't even need an invisibility cloak, like Harry did. You just use this.
Revelio. For better or for worse, we're in. Petrificus Totalis. This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed
Revelio.
after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
Maybe I can jump. Maybe I can jump over it.
Revelio.
Nice.
Revelio. Arresto momentum. Accio.
Do I need to burn it first?
Bombarda.
Was that the problem?
Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Wow.
I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
Revelio.
Not your best moment, I fear.
Defender. Bombarda. Potato. Stupid one. Places. Stupid. Depulsor. Protego. I will make you pay. Accio.
How many of Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want.
Not sure what I did to deserve that.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
It's weird. Why transform in a barrel? Like an exploding barrel.
Revelio. Confringo.
Confringo.
Revelio. Revelio. It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
Revelio.
Let's look around.
Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
It's a big hole, like big cave.
Revelio.
I'm guessing.
Reparo. Revelio.
Can I transform the fish?
Revelio.
Did I bug something?
Revelio. Confringo.
Nice jump.
Not sure what I did to deserve that.
Deserve what? I didn't do anything.
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Descendo.
I don't get
It's
it.
a victory that came none too soon.
Descendo shockwave. I'm poisoned? But why?
Confringo. Revelio.
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists have all but declared war.
Lumos.
Lumos! Lumos.
Lumos. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Is there more burning stuff?
Not sure what I did to deserve that.
Revelio. Lumos.
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 Revelio. Bombarda. Defender.
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at that.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
You little magic thing, won't distract me!
Stupefy. Bombarda. Blazes. Stupefy. Confringo. Defender.
I won't rest.
Stupefy. Bombarda. Potato. Stupefy. Stupefy. Depulsor. We're not finished yet.
It's almost as if they've been waiting.
Stupefy. Defender. Bombarda. Potato. Stupefy. Confringo.
Ouch.
Stupefy. Defender, Bombarder, Glacius, Confringo.
Shit. One more time.
Glacius, Defender, Bombarder,
White, rat this out longer than necessary. Rather unwise coming back this way.
Glacius, Confringo.
Don't do that again, I beg you. Why can't I press? I won't. This is almost too easy. Oh, yeah, is that it? Run, will you?
Bombarder, Glacius, Defender, Lupin.
You won't get away.
You are terribly outmatched. Surely you
We're not finished yet. It's almost Glacius, Defender, Bombarder, Confringo. Protego, Expelliarmus. Levioso, Levioso, Accio, Repulso.
Why have you not run away? Intention die.
Confringo, Defender, Glacius. Bombarder. Lumos.
Lumos.
Repulso, Glacius, Defender, Confringo, Protego.
You're not even trying.
Bombarder, Bombarder, Glacius. Confringo. Defender.
Too many sounds.
Confringo, Protego.
We certainly cleared the room.
You're not a bad chap for a Slytherin.
For a Ravenclaw, you certainly have a lot to learn.
Revelio. Confringo. Accio.
Now,
Wingardium
look
Leviosa.
around in peace.
Revelio. Confringo.
Wasn't expecting that.
You can't carry any more Wiggenweld potions.
Revelio.
I have 25. The world floated back to me as if in a watery haze. How long had I been unconscious? I only remember his eyes. Empty. Empty of sorrow, yes, but also I recall feeling a sense of euphoria as I watched the pain vanish. But then everything started to turn when I fell. I must have hit my head. I neither feel nor see a mark, but the pain is throbbing. I can only hope it's not the Black Death. At least he is no longer in pain. Who
What
is
do you have
he?
there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
Revelio. Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft, and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the Keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
His are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around.
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble.
Why?
I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Marrenweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
They asked me not to say anything.
Someone who knows Ranrock personally. They asked me not to mention their name to anyone.
A goblin? Tell me I'm wrong. You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
That was cruel.
Perhaps your uncle was right about you. You don't know when to stop.
Oh, I do know when to stop. Unbelievable.
Lumos.
Gonna stick this in your... Yeah. Talk to Poppy. I was pretty sure there were flue flames. Why do I have to play that Summoner's Court match? Is it needed or just like a side quest? I don't feel like it.
Hello, Samantha. Are you here for Summoner's Court?
I am. I'm hoping to get my brother out here soon too.
Glad to hear it.
In all fairness, I must warn. Shall we begin?
Yes, I'm ready to play.
Then let's get some.
Come on.
Accio!
Accio!
That was sensational! Accio!
So it moves your trajectory because of the water.
Accio!
How am I to top that? Accio!
If you push it down, I'm gonna transform you.
What was I thinking? How am I to top that?
You
That
cannot.
settles it, then. After your poor show against Natty in class, I thought I could beat you. Appears I overestimated myself.
You played well.
Don't say that, Samantha. You're a fine player.
Well, that's very kind of you. Let's just say if I'm good, then you're better. I happen to know who you're up against next, and she's no shy opponent. Best of luck.
Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Who's that, Poppy? You're not. Where is she?
Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
What's a Snidget?
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
Why would Snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with Snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
Where exactly are these Snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds. From what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it. but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Okay.
Revelio.
Is the new challenger already there?
Revelio.
There you are. The cross-wands duelist to beat.
My parents were thrilled to hear that Black was being put in charge. Our families have been friends.
I'll go do it, but I'll never use the spell. I'll just do it because of the quest. I mean, why use dark arts when you can just use ancient magic? It's more OP. And I'm the only one that can use it, probably. Come on, man. If you can't jump down, then...
Revelio.
You're here. Brilliant.
Now you like me, huh?
I received your owl. What happened with Ominous?
Don't think I've forgotten about your goblin friend. I haven't.
Ooh.
But Ominous won't help me, so I'm hoping you still can. I told him none of us will be able to avoid dark magic forever. So the more we know about Salazar Slytherin and the dark arts, the better prepared we'll be. Unfortunately, only a Gaunt knows the location of the Scriptorium's entrance, and Ominous won't tell me.
Perhaps I should have a chat with Ominous.
You? I suppose it's worth a try. But don't get your hopes up. Ominous is annoyingly stubborn. Nothing new. I know where he is. I'll lead you to him and then leave you to it. Come on. He's this way.
Lumos.
Keep an eye out. Never know who's watching. Although that hasn't stopped us before.
Strictly speaking, it has. We were caught.
Damned poltergeist.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Such a nuisance.
Lumos. Glacius.
There he is. Good luck.
Something's wrong with my wand.
What are you doing here?
Look at me.
Hello, Ominous. Do you have a moment?
What is it? What have you and Sebastian been up to now?
Please, Ominous. I confided in you before about what happened with the Undercroft. Sebastian simply wanted me to have a safe place to practice some spells, to try and catch up to the other fifth years. He didn't think you'd mind.
I suppose that makes sense. It's just Sebastian's been pestering me lately about something and I'm frustrated with him.
Don't tell me he's still going on about, what was it, a scriptorium?
He told you about that?
He did. We were talking about Hogwarts founders and he mentioned it. Wouldn't say much more, though.
Yes, well, he seems to think it contains the answer to saving Anne. I think it's likely full of dark magic that is better left untouched.
Wait, you've never been inside?
Of course not. I only know about it because of my favourite aunt, Noctua. She thought like I do. Didn't agree with the family on the use of dark magic. In fact, she'd hoped to convince my family that there was more to Salazar Slytherin than worshipping pureblood status. She'd heard of this scriptorium and thought its contents might shed some light on him. She even found the secret entrance in this very corridor. She wrote regularly to my father about her efforts to gain access, and then she simply vanished. No one else ever tried to enter.
That's a bit unnerving. I suppose even if it might lead to answers about what happened to your aunt, it does pose a risk.
Aunt Noctua went down this path with good intentions and lost her life. I don't want the same to happen again.
You don't know that history will repeat itself. Besides, you said your aunt thought like you. This could honor her memory, get you answers about Slytherin and Sebastian answers for Anne. Your aunt pursued this alone. We could do it together.
I see what you've done here, and I confess, you've convinced me. I didn't think it possible. Very well. I shall tell you what I know. Fetch Sebastian, I'll wait. I hope we don't regret...
Confringo! Sebastian! Over here!
These braziers grant access to the scriptorium.
Something's happening.
I hope we're ready for this.
Dark, ominous
Lumos.
corridors. My favourite.
No comment.
Come on, that was a good one. Looks like a locked door. We may want to look around.
Reparo.
The rubble formed a relief of a person facing a snake.
That must be the voice I hear.
I must prove my point. We do not need to use the dark arts, as my family instructs. When I reach the scriptorium, I will find evidence that there's more to Salazar Slytherin than we realize. I have written to my brother. He knows how I access the corridors, entrance, and that there's no straight path to reach the scriptorium. It's a maze with many challenges to solve. I hope that my brother will follow my lead and we can study our ancestors' legacy together. Noctua Gaunt.
Lumos.
The voice is ancient.
You hear a voice.
It started when you repaired that relief. I hear a whisper saying, "Speak to me." I'm a parcel mouth. I can hear and speak to snakes. Nearly all known parcel mouths are descended from Salazar Slytherin.
I'd like to be able to talk to snakes.
You might not want the ability to speak parcel tongue. It's often associated with dark wizards. I haven't spoken it in ages, but I'd wager if I speak it now, the door will open. I'm hoping you're having second thoughts.
Believe me, I am having thoughts, but I'm still convinced we should go ahead.
It's ironic. When I left home, I vowed to leave the dark arts behind, and yet here I am. Stand back. I can't believe I'm doing this.
It worked! Ominous, you possess a rare ability indeed.
Between the two of you, I'm starting to feel left out.
between the two of us.
Never mind. There's no clear way forward.
Like a maze. Salazar Slytherin most likely wanted this to be difficult to solve.
Revelio.
The door we came from.
Confringo!
And there's more than one gate ahead.
Then look closely at each gate for clues.
The dial requires focus.
Aunt Noctua said the same. It may take practice to solve it. That didn't sound good.
Salazar Slytherin didn't make this easy.
I don't get it. Salazar Slytherin buried this scriptorium deep within Hogwarts. I'm afraid I shall lose my way around these dark corridors. I'm a descendant, and yet I feel unwelcome. Lighting these braziers in the corridor is helping. I shan't lose heart. Challenge by challenge, I will make my way through. Noctua Gaunt.
This journal entry, it mentions getting lost and being unwelcome.
Poor Aunt Noctua.
This is looking rather dire, isn't it?
You sound surprised. We're in a maze designed by Salazar Slytherin.
All the gates have symbols. And there are symbols on the dial.
Oh.
Lumos.
Okay.
Another gate.
Seems Slytherin like to play games.
Must run in the family.
Look in a mirror, Sebastian.
Matching the symbols did open it.
Was about to do that myself. You got to it first.
Revelio.
Nice work.
Confringo.
I failed the dial and struck my face as if it were a real serpent. But I must find a way forward for my family's sake. We should not require children to conform to old traditions. The scriptorium must have proof that there's more to our legacy than meets the eye. Noctua Gaunt.
Ominous. Your aunt wanted to change your family's traditions.
She did. And she was my favorite person in the world for it.
But what do I do here?
Not the welcoming sort, was he? Every dial seems to be getting more difficult. But we've made it this far. Don't give up.
I imagine the speeds vary and symbols differ for every dial.
Seems the dial moves faster than before. Perhaps check you're matching the correct symbols.
I imagine the speeds vary and symbols differ for every dial.
Seems the dial moves faster than before. Perhaps check you're matching the correct symbols.
I don't know what I'm matching.
Lumos.
A Taurus head and like a D or something.
That sounded promising.
Another dial solved.
Impressive. Nice work.
Extraordinary. This journey is painful but rewarding. I shall soon find the scriptorium, discover untold secrets regarding our house founder. Salazar Slytherin intended more than what we become. I know it.
Noctua references painful and arduous challenges, but also rewards.
Painful. That's the part I'm wary of.
All I heard was rewards.
Jellyfish and pyramid. But why didn't I force it? Why? Jellyfish pyramid. Jellyfish pyramid. Jellyfish pyramid.
Excellent work. We're another step closer to the scriptorium.
Lumos.
I spotted something ahead. Looks troubling.
This whole place is troubling, but for my aunt's sake, we cannot stop now.
Confringo! Revelio.
I think we're locked in. Again.
Then Salazar Slytherin is not yet finished with us.
I've lost hope. I'm locked in. I heard a scream and saw the tortured faces. The only way forward is with an unforgivable curse. Even if I wanted to cast it, I have no one upon whom to do so. Salazar Slytherin created a malicious challenge indeed. In my last correspondence to my brother, I'd invite him here. Now, if he looks for me alone, I'll have led him to his death. Despite our differences, I wish him no ill. I wish we had parted on better terms.
Ominous. Her skeleton. And Noctua's last journal entry. She mentions being trapped here, blocked by an unforgivable curse.
This is where she died. This is where we'll die. I shouldn't have listened to either of you.
Ominous, I'm truly sorry about your aunt. But I know what to do. It's going to be difficult.
Are you gonna chant Crucio on me?
You said you know what to do.
Tortured faces on the door, and Crucios etched into the stone. My guess is if we cast the Cruciatus curse, the door will open. That's why Noctua died. She had no one to cast the curse on. Ominous has the most experience with this. He should cast it. You seem to be in Ominous's favor. Will you ask him about this?
I'll ask him.
He does seem a bit cross with you. I'll speak with him.
Good. Work your magic, so to speak. Wish we had some liquid luck.
All of this could have been avoided.
Ominous. I hadn't imagined we'd end up trapped like this.
Salazar Slytherin did. He's to blame for many unimaginable things. I overheard you and Sebastian, and I won't do it. The Cruciatus curse is pure torture, I would know.
How would you know?
I was taught the Cruciatus curse as a child. My family's tradition involved torturing muggles. When I refused, I tasted the agony of the curse myself. Eventually, I did what my family asked. When you witness suffering like that at your own hands, you never forget it. Unforgivable curses won't work unless you really mean them. I had to want to cause pain, and for that I shall never forgive myself. That spells the reason I have no family left. You and Sebastian will need to sort out another solution. If you cast Crucio, you will regret it forever.
What do we do now? Ominous is not going to cast the Cruciatus curse again.
Ridiculous. As if dying in here is a better option than casting a damned spell. It's up to us. I can teach you Crucio, or I can cast it on you.
Wait, you didn't say you knew how to cast Crucio?
Because I'm not sure I do. Ominous knows that, yet he's left us no choice. I don't yearn to follow in Noctua Gaunt's footsteps. I think I can cast it if I have to.
I want to learn the curse, but you must cast it on me.
I want to learn the curse, but I won't cast it on you. You need to cast it on me.
I shan't forget this.
Why did he seem happy to learn this?
Ready?
I'm ready.
Are you all right?
That pain, it was excruciating. But I'll survive. Let's keep moving.
We made it.
Lumos.
We found Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium.
I can't believe we're here.
Sebastian, ominous. There's a book just here.
You found something.
You two go ahead. Let me know what's in it. I'll wander around a bit.
Revelio.
Salazar Slytherin's Scriptorium, a secret and well-protected room beneath Hogwarts where Salazar Slytherin appears to have spent time making various long-term plans with respect to the student population and reflecting on disagreements he had with other founders.
Revelio.
I fear we shall never come to an accord. I cannot persuade even one of them to listen to reason. I had dared hope that Godric's thoughts were aligned with my own, that he understood why the caliber of student needed to be exceptional, but he has fallen prey to the ridiculous notion that Muggle-borns are somehow as capable as purebloods. He was furious when I expressed my displeasure at his thoughts on the matter, thoughts he had not yet put voice to. I tire of the discord and can no longer bear witness to the corridors full of inept children masquerading as witches and wizards. It is with heavy heart that I now know I must go from here. I shall place the creature into a deep sleep in its chambers until I can be awakened by one who shares my views. A descendant willing to reverse the damage that the others have so carelessly wrought. One who shall rid the school of unworthy of Hogwarts, that would serve only to stain my legacy.
Revelio. What do you think?
Looks like a spellbook of some kind. This is incredible. A Hogwarts founder's possession. What an honor. Still can't believe Ominous never told me about his aunt and what she found.
What will you do with Slytherin's spellbook?
What I do with every book. Read it. Having professors as parents ingrained that habit early on. But I can do that later. For now, I say we explore this room. It's breathtaking.
Revelio. Lumos.
I don't want to leave, but I owe you. Both of you. Without both of you, we'd never have made it this far.
We were lucky. Died. We must swear never to do this again.
Let's leave.
I see a way out.
Best news I've heard all day.
Ominous. About your aunt.
Please, Sebastian. I meant what I said before. We swear, right now, never to engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
Understood. I'm truly sorry about your aunt, Ominous.
I suppose after all this, I am grateful to know what happened to her. Thank you.
It's all gobbledygook. There's some stuff I didn't find. Interesting. Where is he? Astronomy tower? What's he doing up there?
Wingardium Leviosa. Hello there.
Hello there, General Kenobi.
Hello there.
Okay. I'm off to the toilet. I'll be back in just a second.
been studying Salazar Slytherin's spellbook. Meet me in the Undercroft. I found something.
Good that I heard it. I didn't think I would miss something. Did anyone else talk? Hope not. The best sound. Okay.
Hello, Armeet. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. Well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all.
Lodgok is waiting. Should we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Let's go to the Undercroft.
You'll never believe what I...
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
I know we had to do it to open the scriptorium, but it's not something I'd want to repeat.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
We need to tell him. He's the reason we found the book, and he deserves to know what you've learned.
You've seen how he frets about the dark arts. I promise I'll tell him when I found the relic. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
Lumos.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I appreciate you telling Sebastian not to keep this from me, but going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Some references Sebastian mentioned in the book do worry me.
I'm glad you understand. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further. But if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
Revelio.
It's all gobbledygook.
What are you up to now?
Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin. Revelio. Accio. This looks intriguing. Depulso! Accio!
Oh, come on.
Accio! Not so tricky after all, Merlin. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
You said this would repair the chasm between the two of you. How did you not expect him to react this way?
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle?
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen. Either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Revelio. The door is looking at us.
Yes, of course.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Revelio.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift.
Confringo.
Workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
Let's go down.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Accio. Revelio.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Armit, you'll need to stay close to me. I've dealt with worse enemies than these. Revelio.
I didn't touch your helm. But thank you for making me the first object of your suspicions. Hello? Watch your step round here.
Nice.
Matter of time till Ranrock sets things right. Seems quiet. Too quiet, if you ask me.
We're being watched.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Armit. You have my word. Revelio.
Depulso.
Descendo?
Descendo.
I don't get it. What's the problem?
Accio.
It needs fire? Yeah. That's the problem.
Confringo. Revelio. Descendo.
Nope.
Accio.
Legendary. Nice.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Don't get too much into it.
Let's take a look around, Armit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere.
Why do I need to hold F?
Clever.
Revelio.
Can I go upstairs and deal with them? Or is it gonna be too far away?
One less human to... Stupid one. Wingardium Leviosa.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. I will get to the bottom of what they've been doing down here.
Okay, let's read the first one. Because the chances is this one is the one you need are like 1%.
A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
No notes there. Let's go upstairs.
Lumos.
Lumos!
Revelio.
Wasn't this a note? Or do I need to go further?
Revelio.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Bacon and mushroom stew. So I'm not alone. Show yourself if you're there.
Can I climb up there? Turn around. Turn around, please. Bye-bye.
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Confringo! Bombarda!
Bombarda.
Revelio.
I'm supposed to go there. So, let's go up here. Never follow the rules of the game. Magical painting. Nice.
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Lumos.
Dazzle snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not an entanglement we need right now. Lumos. Revelio.
That was all?
Lumos.
Cutscene. No cutscene.
They're good at sneaking about.
Petrificus totalis.
Do with a nice mushroom stew about now. What's that? Who's there?
What's that? Who's there? Your grandpa's there.
Petrificus totalis.
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them I'll meet.
Interesting.
Revelio.
Nice beat. I have a lot of green stuff.
Revelio.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Revelio.
Where do I start a fire? Next room? Yep.
Revelio.
It's probably my way out, right?
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
Confringo! Revelio!
What a shame. So I would need to come back to this place to unlock it.
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift!
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
Adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals. But the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Anne is getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the catacomb.
I hope Professor Fitzgerald has confirmed what she needed to. I have to complete the next trial.
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spintwitches as soon as you can.
Broom upgrade, yeah.
Confringo! Revelio. Confringo.
These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
I mean, how many more do I need to do?
Revelio. Revelio.
It's a brown one.
Whoa.
Come back. Okay, so just a normal one. You're nothing special. You're just cute.
Revelio.
Nice.
Revelio.
Niffler.
Revelio.
But none of them are rare. All normal Nifflers.
What do you have in store for me this time?
What's an Infurious?
Confringo! Confringo! Revelio.
Feels like there are too many Maroon trials.
I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
I think I know how and where to approach the Sentinels about protecting the Slithers. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
Lumos.
It's basically like the only person that I like is like that puppy girl. She doesn't have an agenda. She just wants to help the magical creatures.
Revelio.
Everyone else is hiding something.
Lumos.
Okay. So I need more. There they are.
Lumos.
Why am I itchy all of a sudden?
Revelio. Revelio.
Up for a bit of dying, are we?
Confringo. Confringo!
No!
Glacius! Bombarda!
I'm gonna beg your death.
You've one less follower, Ranrock. Revelio. Accio.
Done? Oh, there's more.
Revelio.
I need more magic balls.
Accio. Revelio.
I don't need no Dragon Balls, I just need magic balls. Where's the last batch?
Revelio.
Up there? I don't know.
Revelio.
It has to be nearby. Told you.
Accio. Revelio.
Let's go do the broom upgrade. Let's do some side quests and then I'll probably just like call it for today. Okay, where are you?
I don't see why. Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details.
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right, I think.
They don't scare me.
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon. I look forward to our next meeting.
I'm gonna go there because there's like 2 Merlin trials next to each other. Why not? And I can fly from there later on.
Bombarda!
No, no Bombarda.
Revelio! I know a Merlin trial when I see one.
It's the balls again? Too many balls.
Accio! Revelio.
I know it's supposed to simulate a big world, open world, but like there's spiders there. And you're just walking around like, I don't care.
Accio. Confringo. Defendo. Bombarda. Revelio. Accio.
I do hope it didn't reset. Please don't be reset.
That's that. Settled. Lumos.
Where? Down there?
Revelio. Defender. Bombarda. Lumos.
Did I see? Yeah, I saw them. Fireflies, where are you?
I didn't always like a polite.
Aloha, Mora.
We're in. Bye.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Don't run into the water. Gonna get eaten.
Accio.
I told you.
Glacius. Bombarda. Defendo. Confringo. Glacius. Protego. Expelliarmus. Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defender. Bombarda. Glacius. Confringo.
I don't get it. I'm level 34, almost 35. And a level 20 Toad is stronger? Doesn't make sense.
Compulso.
Come on.
Accio. Levioso. Depulso.
It's just annoying that sometimes you can move them with Accio. But most of the time you just have to use Depulso. Merlin Trials. It's like one more, then this place is done. I'm guessing it's this one.
Revelio.
Leave me alone.
Confringo. Confringo.
What are you?
Hello, Hamura.
Kniesel.
Revelio.
Oh, Bumby. Can I capture you?
Arresto momentum. Revelio.
Perhaps I shall scout around Felcroft for something to poach.
Why? So annoying.
What in Merlin's name?
Didn't I do it? Oh, I don't care.
Hello, Hamura.
Do. Go away.
Revelio. Oh, here's a pleasant surprise. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Defender. Bombarda. Confringo.
Come on, spiders. Move your ass.
Revelio. Bombarda.
It's like the Skyrim thing. You cannot fast travel till all the enemies are... Or you cannot fast travel because you're in combat. But yeah, but where?
Bombarda. Protego. Stupefy. Confringo. Revelio.
Okay, enough Merlin trials. Imperio. So where's that girl I need to race? The sky is the limit. I'm not there yet. I have 10 of them. I need 11? What did they say? Return Demiguise moons to Gladwin Moon. 0 of 9. Okay, I can return it. The man behind the moons. He's in Hogwarts, right? Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, greetings! Any luck removing some more of those Demiguise statues?
I actually have some moons for you.
Oh, my mind feels lighter already knowing those statues are gone. I did promise to show you how to improve casting Alohomora once you'd brought me enough moons. Oh, with that knowledge, you'll be able to break open even stronger locks. However, we don't yet know who's behind these statues. Still plenty of the foul things lying in wait to torture me. Oh. If you bring me more moons, I'll show you how to cast the most powerful form of Alohomora known to wizard kind. At least known to me. Keep looking for those moons, You'll save my sanity and we may get to the bottom of whoever's behind all of this.
I need 13 more. Or 12 more, because I have one. I don't know. 11 more? I have 2, I think. It does not matter. I have 1 more, so yeah, 12. In Hogwarts alone, there's a lot of them.
Revelio.
Professor Fig, I am in receipt of your most recent owl. Apologies for the delay in my response. I am still receiving a good deal of correspondence regarding the introduction of the not-so-recent stooging penalty in Quidditch, which, in my humble opinion, has brought the game into the modern age. Astonishing, frankly, how many spectators want nothing less than seeing Quidditch keepers flattened entirely. As to the topic of your recent letter, we at the Ministry assure you that any and all potential threats of wizardkind are taken quite seriously. I have made note of your concerns, and inasmuch as time allows, the Department of Magical Law Enforcement will ensure that the matter is looked into. Schedule permitting. We value the opinions of esteemed wizards such as yourself, and you may rest assured that we have matters well in hand. Should you wish, I can have my secretary secure seats for yourself and a guest in this year's Quidditch final. I think you would be delighted to see the result of a well-run and efficient government. Warmest regards, Ferris Bevan, Minister of Magic.
Revelio.
Ferris Bevan.
Alohomora. Revelio.
Elazar, you were right about the Bowtruckles. I owe you a nut. Miriam. What's a Knut? Knut.
Aloha Mora. Revelio. Aloha Mora.
Mudiva, I received your letter this morning and am thrilled to hear that all is going well for you and Natsai at Hogwarts, even if Natsai has been a little challenging of late. I suppose it's only to be expected since both of our daughters are, how should I put it, strong-willed. We miss you at Yugadu. It is not the same without you, but we understand why you felt the need to move on. I do not think that I could have reminded her what the fuck is wrong with me? That I could have remained here myself under the circumstances. How life does send us all down such an unpredictable path. One never truly knows what awaits, not even those such as yourself who have this sight. But I am confident that good things are ahead of you and Natsai, at Hogwarts or wherever you may go. I do hope to hear from you again, and I wish you the best of luck in the meantime. Your loyal friend, Emily. Why don't the pictures snitch on me? That would be my question.
Revelio.
Sketched inside the cover of this old, slightly worn set of serialized adventure novels in what looks like a gazelle. Perhaps the novel were a gift to Professor Onai or her daughter Natsai.
Revelio.
I know there's a mystery to be unraveled, but that sound gets annoying.
Revelio. Revelio. Alohomora.
Alohomora. Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Hospital Wing. Attending here, Nurse Noreen Bailey. Patient name, Tasmina McLagan, or so we assume. Age 13, notes, the patient stumbled in without a head. After a head count of the dorms and absolutely no assistance from the headmaster, we concluded that the student was most likely Tasmina McLagan. Despite the obvious communication challenges, I was able to discern that the poor girl was suffering from vanishing sickness. I recommended that she be sent to St. Mungo's at once, partly owing to the time-sensitive nature of the diagnosis, and partly because nearly headless Nick was floating around moaning on about how very lucky she was. He was most distracting, and if he disrupts my dealings with future headless students, I shall have no choice but to ask the headmaster to intervene. Addendum. I'm told that the patient is recovering and can be expected to return to the castle soon. Of no particular significance, Nick now seems to be avoiding me. One might assess that he's steeping himself in a somewhat childish sulk.
Revelio.
Let him sulk. He's dead already.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased.
Revelio.
While the moving gears of the clock tower's inner mechanics serve as a deterrent to many, others finds the privacy offered by the cogs and the wheels appealing.
Revelio.
I don't get it.
Bombarda. Confringo. Defender. Revelio.
So there's a key somewhere. Bum. Where is that thing?
Brilliant.
The last one.
Bombarder. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Aloha
Still don't get how it functions. But I don't care. Green gear, be gone. Hey yo, Benjamin.
Lumos.
What's up?
Revelio.
Šta ima novo?
Lumos.
Čuj to, razbolio se. Jo, bolestan, uprehlađen. Kod mene ništa posebno imam slobodno danas i sutra. Čuj to. Zar je toliko loše bilo da sam morao uhitno ići? Damn. Pretpostavljam da si uzmu tablete i sve, paracetamol i tako to. A kako se osjećaju sa tom temperaturom?
Where did you and Poppy run off to?
Here we go, the last house token. Time to see what's inside.
I just know we were finally going to win the Quidditch Cup this year.
Imelda Reyes is always arranging room dresses. She's only trying to top her old records. Such a show-off.
Well, look at that. Thanks goes to the former headmistress, Eupraxia Mole.
Oh, I don't like how flying messes up my hair.
Damn. No, hajde, nadam se da će početi biti bolje. I na posljednje, jer sam sad zamijenio poslodavca, radim sad u Taufkirchen. U psihijatriji. Tako da i tu i dosta pacijenata bolesno. i kolega novih ti. Čovječe. A tek sam 7 dana tu, tako ja ne mogu reći. Mislim, dobro je. Dosta je onako lakši posao. Nije toliko tjelesno naporno. Moraš više pričat, posmatrat. Onako, ono, bit ko... Šta ja znam, bit... Ko father figure? Znaš, ono, da držiš red, ovo, ono... Ma dobro, korona nije nešto posebno. Barem u klinici gdje sam bio radio nije, a i tu nije gdje sad radim. Više je gripa, ja mislim.
Revelio.
A kod tebe to nije korona, tako, nego je nešto drugo. Dobro, ovaj novi posao malo veća plata, onako, nije teže, samo drugačije, moram više stvari naučiti.
Revelio.
Brand new game. Just beware the open flame.
Ajde, valjda će sad biti bolje. A šta ste uopšte dali u hitnoj? Sumnjam da je išta drugačije nego što ti imaš kod kuće. Samo možda u mišić da si ti ušpricao nešto na taj fazon.
Revelio. Revelio.
Nalgin Dora, šta je Urbazon? Baš me zanima koliko je tvoje u glavi to, jer ti se navikao na to kad ne može ništa više pomoći, odeš doktoru i on ti dadne špricu i pomogne ti. Ne govorim da je efikasnost manja ili lošija ko šprica. Ali dosta toga i u glavi. Aj, važno da je pomoglo.
Revelio.
I gdje si onda dobio? Aha, u Venu. Pa dobro, ako je preko Vene, onda još bolje. Tu bi mogu reći onda da je efikasnije, jer ti odmah ide u krv.
Revelio.
Ajde, valjda će proći što brže. Da ne moraš još više primat. Pa dobro, polako prelazim. Dosta sa prekidima, kad sam na poslu duže vremena pa ne mogu stići. Jesi ti igrao Hogwarts?
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Koja ti piše koliko sam, 69% i challenges i sve. Znači, prešao si na Spider-Man, prešao njih. A dobro, ne vjerujem da je dosta duže nego Assassin's Creed Mirage. Hogwarts. Možda ukupno jedno 30 sati. Ako radiš samo main quest. Ako radiš side quest, onda je malo duže. Čuj to, u 20 sati Platinum Trophy. Znači nije toliko dug napravljen. Ko Valhalla. Valhalla, ja mislim, moraš na 300 sati provesti znako bezveznih stvari. Nice.
Were you able to follow one of the Daedalian keys?
Hello, Nellie. Actually,
Kakav je Spider-Man?
all of the keys and opened my house chest.
Oh, wonderful. What did you find?
I found a rather interesting costume.
Brilliant. Well, thank you for solving that mystery for me. I always wondered what those keys would lead to.
Alright. Ako je slično kao što s prijašnji bio, onda možda i ja se uzmem. Ja ti kupuješ igrice kod CD-ove, jel tako? Physical. Da ih možeš uvijek koristiti. Barem si poslao bio slike. Čuj to, ja kontam ti radiš cijelo vrijeme tam vam. Lik pređe sve živo. Više prelaziš igrica nek ja. Dobar si. Samo sakupljaj, samo deri. Barem ćeš moći kasnije opet igrati, jer imaš pravi physical disk. Nije neka glupost digitalna.
I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming.
Na čem gledaš uopšte moj stream?
Less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
Nisam mislio u kojoj sobi, nego na kojem uređaju. A pretpostavljam telefon, čim si naviciš ovdje.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. Never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fun.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No! Never! We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Ja pokušajem što veći bitrate da streamam. Jer kad već imam internet koji to može.
It will be all three of your heads.
Ajde. Ćao. Odmor se, uživaj. Nadam se da ćeš brzo oporaviti se.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Bye-bye.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
Isn't moonstone all around us? Why retrieve one from a cave?
Knowing centaurs, I suspect he's referring to a specific moonstone. We'll likely know it when we see it.
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
Like only one Merlin trial left. Let's do that one.
I know what that means. Merlin trial.
Okay. There's a long one.
Revelio. Confringo.
Merlin himself would be proud.
Bombarda, Defindo, Glacius, Confringo. Expelliarmus. Revelio.
Let's fly there. I'm not gonna do the quest because it's nighttime. I'm gonna do some demiguise hunting.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogwarts.
Revelio.
Should be a lot of them.
Alohomora. Revelio.
Come on. Any green stuff I can destroy?
Revelio. Alohomora.
One thing I would say that would be a good feature is if it's a lock under the, like I have Alohomora level 2. It's a level 1 lock. Why can I not like brute force it? Why do I need to do the lock picking? Just doesn't make sense.
Mine now.
Alohomora.
You're back! Nice to see you again.
Just ignore me.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Revelio.
Come now, don't be stiff. Why, hello again. Come and
Alohomora. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Easy.
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Aloha Mora.
It's just standing there. I mean, if he doesn't care that I'm stealing his stuff.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Is there something?
Come in. Sorry if there's a smell. New batch of toad-hide. I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
Revelio.
The proprietor of this abandoned shop is said to have used a shrinking charm to aid in storing his inventory. However, a slight miscalculation ended up, for all intents and purposes, vanishing it.
Revelio.
Greetings. Please, take your time looking about.
Revelio. Revelio.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
Who's Harlow again?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man, but when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Mrs. Rabe should...
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Mrs. Rabe, we do hope you will reconsider helping us with our banking needs. We have given you ample time to reach a decision on your own, but we are beginning to lose our patience. We know your husband would appreciate it if you were to see the value in our working together. Shall we expect a response by a week's end? Best to keep this between us, if you understand our meaning.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking.
Where the sheep's coming from?
As you already know.
Or
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends.
whatever they are.
Find Natty.
Goats, sheeps, whatever. Mountain goats.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there. Natty must be around here somewhere. Revelio. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Bombarda, Defender, Confringo.
Fuck off.
Revelio.
Natty must have been taken this way. need to find her quickly. The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward.
Accio!
A hidden door.
Revelio!
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. I'd better be sure I'm not seen. Revelio.
Arlo says her friend will be reckless enough. He wants them alive.
Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Just keep an eye out.
Oh, you're wasting your time with her, my friend. Somebody out there?
Expulso!
Bombarda! Defender! Confringo!
Death from above! Look what you've done! You punch potato! What are your faults, John?
Bombarda electricity.
Expulso!
Glacius! Defender!
Why am I always missing?
Stupefy! Potato! Stupefy! Defender! Confringo! Bombarda! Stupefy! Defender! Bombarda! Confringo!
Expulso!
Glacius!
Might want to look up.
Confringo!
Expulso! Stupid points don't go down easy.
Glacius! Bombarda! Defender! Confringo!
Potato! Cynthia! So very... Expulso! Now you just get out.
Confringo!
How old are you, shy?
Defender! Bombarda! All off!
Expulso! Hey, that's mine! Ah, hardly felt. Death from above! Expulso! What are your faults on
Electricity.
Expulso! Quite conductive, aren't we?
Accio!
Expulso!
Levioso!
Expulso!
Crash!
Accio!
Inspiration!
Depulso! Expulsion! Expulsion!
Protego! Stupefy! Accio! Expelliarmus! Bombarda!
Give it back!
Defender! Confringo! Glacius!
Well, you'll have to do better than that. Might want to look up.
Bombarda! Glacius! Defender!
You are as dear to me as an augury, whose voice foretells the coming rain. You are as loved by me as a crop could be, whose loyalty is true and plain. You have cast a spell over my heart. I want it not undone. You have charmed me from the very start. You've always been the one. Someone...
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back. Revelio. Arresto momentum. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Revelio. Revelio.
My darling Otto, I have read your last letter over and over, and I am certain to read it again. Each hour we are able to meet, I dread the notion that I will not see you soon. But I am not without hope. I long for the day that our engagement can be shared with those whom we love, especially my dear father. I do not wonder at your wanting to wait until you are more settled. My love, and I know that you are doing all you can to ensure that such a situation is within your grasp. Please allow me to say that these past months of being unable to share publicly the feelings which exalt me to the utmost pinnacle of happiness have been an existential challenge, indeed. And now I am off to read your letter once more. Yours affectionately, Rosie.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it. Revelio.
So most likely I could have sneaked around or got around somehow. So I didn't have to fight. Yeah. But that would be too boring.
Natty must be here somewhere. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you alright?
I am alright. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Revelio.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Revelio.
They already did pay. I took care of them.
Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow.
Once and for all.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
That's gonna be it for now. It's almost like 4 hour of gameplay, of streaming. So yeah, thank you for watching, if anyone's watching, and yeah, see you next time. I'll probably play tomorrow, I hope so, if nothing changes. And yeah, have a nice day, night, evening, wherever you are, whatever you do, and stay happy, healthy, and keep gaming. Bye.